Yes, it's very interesting to see this unfold. We're in the podcast space, and he's the king of podcasts.
Yeah.
Before, if we weren't doing this podcast, I probably wouldn't even follow this because I couldn't care less about who gets canceled, who doesn't. This whole cancel thing is like has always been kind of useless to me. I
Yeah, I don't,
I
yeah, I
forgot
don't,
who said this, but somebody said everybody should get canceled once for you to realize how not scary it is. The next day you go on YouTube, you keep posting your videos, nothing changes.
yeah, for the most part, because if an audience likes you because you're being you and you made a mistake, everyone makes mistakes. And I think it depends on how you go about that mistake. So that's why I think Joe Rogan will still end up on top because he took responsibility, he has accountability, and he, highlighted what he could do better, or he just acknowledged his fault, let's say, because there's so much backlash with how he goes about his podcast. That's great.
Yeah,
I
I
think,
think
like I
there's
said,
a
I think that's an opportunity.
yeah, I think there's a lot of value in debating on what's a better way of doing things. But all of this canceling somebody talk is just a waste of energy.
Yeah, and those,
Even
like I
if
said,
you
it's just the herds.
even if you cancel Joe Rogan, the next person he's just gonna get replaced by the next person, and it's the
Yeah,
same thing is gonna happen over again.
yeah,
But there is value in talking about if you have this much influence, should you stay away from talking about certain topics, that have a huge impact on people's health, like or you know like uh, like for example, if Joe Rogan says something or talk about something that triggers depression in mental ill people, and you can see the numbers going up, you wouldn't be saying, oh, it's your freedom to tune off. It's still Joe Rogan has that influence. He got to use it responsibly. But that's right now, that line is not very clear where it is. Or it could be like, you should talk about mental health. You should talk about health, medical knowledge. But the way you do it is have a round table of 10 different doctors at the same time. Or, there's like so many different ways he can do it like much better, because like I said, nobody has experienced this. Nobody like can just talk 4 hours a week and then like 10 million people listen every week. Like this has never happened, and nobody knows what the consequence is. So
yeah,
everybody's trying to figure it out, and if people get onto the side where they're like, oh, I want to help to figure out what's the better way of doing things, and that's very valuable discussion. But if people are just jumping on to be offended and try to cancel people, that's like, it's a waste of time.